everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing something really exciting. We're talking all about my skincare and makeup routine. I have been getting asked a lot about what skincare I use and makeup that I use, so I wanted to make a dedicated video all about that. I truthfully haven't filmed in a while because it's been a busy month of November, and I'm really glad to be sitting down with you guys and talking about this. I typically stick to the same sort of routine for the last few months. I used to be the type of person who would buy some stuff at the Sephora sale to try, but I feel like I've found like really my holy grail items and I can't wait to share them with you. I also want to talk about fragrance and like perfume at the end of this video. I have been getting into fragrance quite a bit. I'm definitely not an expert. I know that there's a lot of YouTubers who talk about perfume and can like describe a perfume. I don't think I'm there yet, but I wanted to show you guys some of the perfumes that I've been loving. But yeah, if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Raisa. I usually talk a lot about my personal finances and lifestyle as well as my small business. So if you're into that, then make sure you're subscribed down below. Okay, I think I'm gonna start off with my skincare routine because we always start with skincare here before makeup. I want to firstly talk about kind of the cleanser that I use. I only use this at night when I'm trying to take off my makeup. I think a lot of the products that I'll show you will be Korean brands. I purchased my Korean products from stylevana.com. They do a lot of sales usually, and I'm not sure when I'll be posting this, but if they still have their Black Friday sale going on, I'll make sure to have them linked down below. So the first step of my skincare routine is obviously taking off my makeup at night. I use the Haru Haru Wonder. I think this is a cleansing oil, so this really just melts your makeup off and it doesn't have a strong smell or anything like that, and it's very gentle. I usually start off with this just so that all of my makeup can kind of like melt away, and then it leaves your skin feeling really moisturized after. I know that with other products, when you're trying to take off your makeup, it kind of makes your face really dry. I do have dry skin, and as much as I can like add moisture back into my skin, I like to do that. So I found that the moisturizing cleansing oil really helps with that. So once my makeup is all cleaned off, I then go in with an essence. So this is the Vegan Kombucha Tea Essence. I've repurchased this, I want to say like 3 times already, and I'm about to make another purchase during the Black Friday sale because like look how much I've already finished from the bottle. It's kind of giving that road milk glaze vibe. I haven't tried that one yet. It does give moisture back into your skin, and it really kind of like, how do I say this? It's kind of like a toner in the sense that like once you take off all of your makeup, it just kind of like resets your skin and it adds a lot of moisture back. So this is my second step of my skincare routine. I will say that my morning and nighttime skincare routine is basically the same thing. The only thing that I would omit is this one. Obviously, I don't have any makeup on when I just wake up. The next thing that I recently added to my skincare routine is another Korean brand. The brand is called Skin 1004, and this is an ampoule. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it is kind of like an oil sort of consistency. I can show you guys. Like it is kind of like a thicker oil. I just put it on the palm of my hands and like press it onto my skin. And again, like this just brings back more moisture into my skin. I'm very dry, so I like to add moisture. But these two are like the two things that I usually like set my face with, and I'm feeling like my skin is a little bit more rejuvenated in the morning. And then sometimes if I feel like my skin is really dry, I'll go in with this serum toner by Dr. Jart. This one you can find on Sephora, but I also bought this on Stylevana because it is, I believe, a Korean brand as well. So this is kind of just an add-on if I'm feeling extra dry in that morning or at night. And then finally, I let that kind of like set and settle. I wait at least like a minute or two for all of the products to sort of like get into my skin. And then I go in with my moisturizer, which is this Make P Rem. This is a very thick moisturizer, but like in the best way. I'll show you guys what the consistency looks like. So I will add a little bit onto the back of my hand. It blends in really easily, like it's not super thick, but it does the job if your skin's very dry. Like it does kind of add moisture and lock in moisture, which is what I needed. So that's basically what I do for my skincare. I would say it's a 5-step skincare routine, and then I feel good. The other thing that I don't, oh no, I have it here. At night, I do put in an eye serum. This is another Korean brand. This is the best eye serum that I've ever tried, and you can see that I'm almost done with it, so I need to purchase a new one along with this tea essence for Black Friday. now we can move on to makeup. So I want to show you guys where I keep my makeup products. It is in this beautiful vanity case from Louis Vuitton. I also have this toiletry case. I'm not using it properly, like things are coming out, but I'm using the Toiletry 19 for skincare. And then this is the Louis Vuitton Nice BB. I bought this, I think in 2021, and honestly, like the best use of my money because I literally use this every single day. I have a, oh, you can't tell, it's really messy in here, you guys, but I've got an organizer in there. That's how things are like standing up. Otherwise, you would just kind of pile everything on in here. But yeah, I really, really love this vanity case. If you guys were thinking about it, I highly recommend. There is a BB version. No, I think this is the BB version. And then there's a smaller version than this, and then there's a bigger vanity. It's a little bit bougie and like really expensive, but if it is in your budget and you want to splurge a little bit, I do recommend that. So what is in here? I think I'm gonna go my face like foundation first. So a lot of people always comment that my skin is like glowing. Honestly, the product that does that for me is this e.l.f. Halo Glow. When this came out, it was like the dupe for this Charlotte Tilbury one. As you can see, all of the like packaging and things came off because I've had this for quite a while, but this, I want to say, is like over $50 in Canadian. It's hard to stomach that when there is a dupe or another version of it from the drugstore. So I did buy this from the drugstore. I think I see them for around like $18, and my shade is the shade 4. So I use the shade 4 all year round. I use it for summer as well as now, and I feel like it does do a really good job of matching my skin. I kind of am staying away from like traditional foundations because I find them a little bit too cakey, a little bit too like done up, and I just want something that is like more natural and like smooths out your skin and adds a little bit of glow. And this e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter is the one that I have been gravitating towards. I've rebought this 3 times already, and honestly, the price, you cannot go wrong. It's like $18. Is my holy grail, and I probably need to buy a new one. And then, as I mentioned, I already showed this. I've had this one for a while. This is the Charlotte Tilbury in medium number 4. I don't think I would repurchase this just because it's really expensive, and you can get the same thing that you're trying to achieve with the Halo Glow. I would use this as more of a foundation, and then I would go in with a concealer to like spot correct anything that's like red or like discolored. So once I'm done with the Halo Glow, I would go in with the Merit complexion stick, I think is what it's called. My shade is Sand. For your reference, is what it looks like. I feel like this is a really popular product, and I only bought this surprisingly like last year during their Black Friday sale. I have never tried Merit prior to that, and I was shocked. Like, I bought a few Merit things during that sale. I bought this bronze balm, and I'm also like very impressed with this, as well as their blush balm, I think, but this is their blush that they sell. So I'm very, very impressed with Merit. I've really enjoyed their products this past year, and I actually did put in an order through because I wanted a backup of my Sand complexion stick, and I also want to try a new Flush Balm in a different color. I might do a what I bought during Black Friday, and you'll see what I'm talking about there, but I do highly recommend Merit products. I think they're having a 20% off Black Friday sale right now, so I'll have them linked down below if you guys were curious. But yeah, just to go back to what I use for my makeup, once I go in with the Halo Glow, I would then spot correct with the Merit concealer. And then I go in with my most favorite makeup product probably. I did just buy a backup of this because you can see I already hit pan. I've talked about this before. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I'm in the shade medium. Been loving this for many years now. I see people recommend it all the time, and I was like, yes, that is the best like bronzer that you can buy in the market. And I think it's about $45 in Canadian, and it's really, really good. Sometimes, I showed this to you guys, I would double it up with the Merit Bronze Balm. I'm in the shade Sen. For this one, if I wanted something a little bit more contoured, I would use this along with the Makeup by Mario. But yeah, these are the 2 bronzers that I have. And then I already showed you guys the blush. This is Cheeky by Merit. I bought Fox to try from Merit during their Black Friday sale, but this is the only blush that I have. I'm really trying to be mindful about not having too much makeup products. It's really nice because I have a rule of like, if it doesn't fit in this like makeup vanity, then I'm not gonna add it. I've got just like my favorites in here, and I don't like overbuy. I used to before, and I'm much, much better now. My other favorite product that makes my skin really glowy is the Westman Atelier. This is the Petite Lit Up Highlight Stick. I've also rebought this multiple times. I bought this new one during the Sephora sale. This is the one that I currently have that I'm still using, and it's in the color Nectar. And it just adds, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it just adds like the nicest sort of sheen. But yeah, love Westman Atelier. Their products are quite expensive, but honestly, I would say this is worth it. I think this is like the mini size. There is a bigger version of this. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, this one is new to me. This is the Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. I think I'm a little bit late to the party for this one. This adds some glow to my skin. I do add this with my, I didn't show it to you guys. Oh, it's right here. This is before I put on my foundation, but I do put on like SPF. So I would add the Say Star Glow and this together to add just a bit of glow. They haven't been in my routine for as long as the other ones, but I do really like this combination. And what else? I've got another concealer. Don't use this one as much. I only use it if I really need a lot of coverage, but this is the Hourglass Sealer. This is really expensive as well. I would rebuy this. I have repurchased this. It's good if you want like a more full coverage. Lately, I've just been loving using this Merit Concealer Stick just to do the entire face. But I feel like if I have an event, like I would go with the Hourglass one just to add a bit more coverage. And then the last thing I'll show is my mascara. So I don't wear a lot of mascara, and I'm loving that the trend is going to like no mascara look, but still like curling your lashes. If I did go in with a mascara, I would use this Telescopic one. I think this is Maybelline. No, it's L'Oreal. I bought this at the drugstore as well, and I lied. The last product I'll show you is the brow glue from NYX. This is newer to me. I saw someone on TikTok talk about this. I used to buy the Benefit one at Sephora, but that was like $30. This is $10, and it works just as well as that one. So I do recommend this one to kind of like groom your brows a little bit. And that's it. That is my entire, honestly, like makeup collection, makeup routine. It's pretty simple. I forgot, I do set my under eyes. I don't set my entire face, but I set my under eyes. I use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish. I have mine in the pale shade, number 1. And really, yeah, that's it. I don't do a lot with my makeup. I think I like to focus a lot on skincare and then just keeping my face more so like dewy and glowy and like super simple. I didn't buy a lot during the Sephora sale. As I mentioned, I just bought a backup of my Westman Atelier and a backup of my Makeup by Mario because those are my holy grail products, and it's always nice to get them at a discount. Now I want to talk about fragrance. So I feel like I've gotten into fragrance quite a bit. I remember growing up, my mom used to have like a collection of perfumes. In my mind, I'm like, does someone really need like 5 perfumes? And then I grew up and I realized, yes, you do. So I want to talk about some of the things that I recently picked up and what is in my fragrance wish list, because honestly, women's fragrance is more expensive than men's. I mean, a lot of things are like that, but it's kind of annoying because it's almost like $100 more expensive. But yeah, let's talk about fragrance. First one that I want to talk about is the thing that kind of got me into fragrance in the first place. I used to like not really care about it or didn't really use a ton of them, but Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt, this is the thing that made me be like, wow, like this smells incredible. I've rebought this a couple times over the years. I haven't bought a new one though. I'm almost done with this bottle. I feel like I've graduated from this one. Like I still use it sometimes, but I really gravitate towards other perfumes lately that this one's kind of been getting neglected, but this has been like, this was the one that kind of got me really into perfumes. The one that I have loved, and I feel like it is well loved by most people, is the Glossier You. I used to be a really big fan of Glossier, and I didn't realize how good their perfume was. They also just released 2 new perfumes that I smelled when I was in New York, but this Glossier You one is so good. It is my everyday perfume right now. It's like I'm the worst at trying to describe what perfume smells like what the notes are and everything, but I know that I really like this one. I rebought this because they're having a 25% off at Glossier right now. And then the other one, which I talked about in my New York vlog, is the perfume that I created at Olfactory in New York. So this is what the bottle looks like. I named it after my brand, the line. And this is a like woody, musky, but more vanilla-y fragrance. I'll actually put it on now because I don't think I put on perfume today. I love this scent, and it honestly reminds me of my trip to New York, like every time I put it on, which is so nice. I love when fragrances like kind of bring you back to the place where you bought it from, or just a time that you wore it really often. So this is definitely one of the perfumes that I've been loving. I think this is really good for like fall, winter. These two, fall, winter, I would say. And then this one is like every day. Like I use this all throughout the summer, as you guys can see. The bottle is almost done. The other perfume I want to talk about, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it. Glossier came out with 2 new perfumes, and one of them is Rev. This is the one that's like a more purpley one. I thought upon initially smelling them that I would like the white one more. I'm forgetting what that one was called, but I smelled it again when I went into Sephora, and I was like, no, I don't actually really like that on my skin, but I do really like this one. This is called Rev, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this one or if I might return it. I'm still kind of like on the fence, but if you guys have a chance to smell the Glossier perfumes, I would highly recommend them because they are so good, and honestly a very affordable price in comparison to like the other brands. Like I think Jo Malone's still like over $100. Like this one, at least the 50 mils, I bought it on their Black Friday sale and it was like $80 or $85, something like that. So very, very good price. In terms of what is on my like fragrance wish list, my favorite like fragrance brand is by Rito. I used to have the Mojave Ghost, and that was like my favorite, and I only wore it during like special occasions just because I got like a tiny bottle of it. I was thinking of repurchasing it, but when I went into Byredo, I smelled all the other ones that they had, and I fell in love with Bal d'Afrique. I think I like Bal d'Afrique a little bit more than Mojave Ghost. Those would be my top 2 from Byredo. I did ask my partner to get me Bal d'Afrique for Christmas, but I keep changing my wish list on him. So I'm not sure if that's what I'm gonna get for Christmas, but it's honestly such a good fragrance. If you've had the chance to smell anything by Rito, but specifically Mojave Ghost and Bal d'Afrique are my top fragrance from them. And I think that's it. I have a couple other perfumes that I didn't show you guys. I have one from Loewe. I think it's called 001. I'm honestly too lazy to get it now, but I would say these are the ones that I gravitate towards for fall, winter. And that's it. I feel like I talked a whole lot, but I wanted to share with you guys my skincare and makeup routine, as well as my fragrance favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really hoping I can put this out during the Black Friday week so that you guys, if there's anything here that you guys wanted to take advantage of, like you can get them on a sale, I will have that link down below. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.